In the heart of the sprawling, sun-drenched savannah, nestled amidst the baobab trees and the whispering grasses, lay the village of Umoja. Umoja, meaning unity, was a place where life pulsed with the rhythm of the drums and the stories woven into the fabric of everyday existence. In this village lived Amanda, a girl with eyes as bright as the morning star and a spirit as resilient as the acacia tree. Amanda was not born of Umoja. She arrived as a baby, swaddled in warm cloth, left at the doorstep of Mama Ebo, a woman known for her kindness and her large, nurturing heart. Mama Ebo, childless herself, took Amanda in, raising her as her own, showering her with love and teaching her the ways of the village. Amanda grew into a beautiful young woman, her skin the color of rich earth, her laughter like the tinkling of a stream. She was skilled in the arts of pottery, weaving, and storytelling, her hands possessing a magic that transformed clay into art and threads into vibrant tapestries. Yet, a shadow lingered over Amanda's life, a whispered secret that clung to her like the dust of the dry season. She was adopted. This fact, though never spoken with malice by Mama Ebo, was a constant undercurrent in the village. While Amanda was loved, there was always a sense of otherness, a reminder that she did not belong in the same way as the others. This subtle difference became a weapon in the hands of her adoptive father, Papa Chike, a man whose heart had hardened with age and a simmering resentment. Papa Chike, a once respected elder, had fallen on hard times. His fields yielded little, his livestock dwindled, and his pride festered. He saw Amanda, not as a daughter, but as a burden, a mouth to feed in a time of scarcity. He believed that her adoption had brought a curse upon his household, a blight on his fortunes. One day, as the sun beat down mercilessly, Papa Chike called Amanda to his hut. His face was etched with worry and a cruel determination. "Amanda," he began, his voice rough, "you are of age. It is time you married." Amanda's heart sank. She knew what was coming. "But Papa," she protested, "I am not ready. I wish to continue learning from Mama Ebo, to perfect my craft." "Silence!" Papa Chike roared, his voice cracking like dry wood. "You have no say in this. I have found you a husband." Amanda's eyes filled with tears. "Who, Papa?" she whispered. "His name is Obina," Papa Chike said, his gaze hard. "He is a good man, hardworking, though unfortunate. He is poor, Amanda, very poor." Amanda's breath caught in her throat. She had heard of Obina. He was a quiet, unassuming man who lived on the outskirts of the village, known for his skill in carving wooden tools and his gentle nature. He was also known for his poverty, his clothes patched and faded, his hut small and simple. "But Papa," Amanda pleaded, "he has nothing. How will we survive?" "That is not your concern," Papa Chike retorted. "He is willing to take you, and that is all that matters. You are an adopted child, Amanda. You have no dowry, no land, no family of your own to support you. You should be grateful someone is willing to take you off my hands." Mama Ebo, her face etched with sorrow, could only offer a silent, comforting touch. She knew Papa Chike's mind was made up. He was driven by desperation and a deep-seated resentment that no amount of pleading could sway. The days leading up to the marriage were a blur of pain and resignation for Amanda. She felt trapped, like a bird with clipped wings, unable to escape the fate that awaited her. She watched as her dreams of a life filled with creativity and purpose crumbled before her. Obina, when she finally met him, was as she had imagined. He was a man of few words, his eyes filled with a quiet sadness. He was gentle and respectful, treating her with a kindness that made her heart ache. She understood that he was a victim of circumstance, just as she was. The wedding was a somber affair. There were no joyous songs, no vibrant dances, no lavish feast. The villagers, though sympathetic, kept a respectful distance, their eyes filled with pity. Amanda stood beside Obinna, her heart heavy, her spirit broken. After the ceremony, they walked to Obinna's hut, a small, mud-walled dwelling with a thatched roof. It was sparsely furnished, with a single mat on the floor, a cooking pot, and a few wooden tools. Amanda, though heartbroken, resolved to make the best of her situation. She began to work alongside Obinna, learning to carve wood, to mend nets, to gather herbs and roots from the forest. She discovered that Obinna, despite his poverty, possessed a wealth of knowledge about the natural world. He understood the language of the trees, the secrets of the rivers, the healing properties of the plants. As the days turned into weeks, Amanda began to see a different side of Obinna. He was not just a poor villager, he was a man of quiet intelligence and deep compassion. He treated her with respect, never raising his voice, always seeking her opinion. He valued her skills and her creativity, encouraging her to continue her pottery and weaving. One day, as they were walking in the field, Amanda noticed a strange calabash hidden beneath a pile of dried leaves. It was intricately carved with symbols she had never seen before. "Obinna," she said, holding up the calabash, "what is this?" Obinna's eyes widened. He took the calabash from her hands, his fingers tracing the strange symbols. "This," he said, his voice hushed, "is a calabash of whispers." "A calabash of whispers?" Amanda asked, intrigued. "What does that mean?" "It is said," Obinna explained, "that this calabash can reveal secrets, answer questions, and even grant wishes. But it is also said that it is dangerous, that it can bring misfortune to those who use it unwisely." Amanda was fascinated. She had always been drawn to stories of magic and mystery. "How does it work?" she asked. Obinna hesitated, then said, "You must whisper your question into the calabash, and then listen carefully. If the calabash chooses to answer, you will hear a whisper." Amanda, driven by curiosity, whispered her question, "Why was I abandoned as a baby?" She held her breath, listening intently. After a moment, a faint whisper echoed from within the calabash, "Secrets lie in the heart of the capital." Amanda's heart pounded. The capital was far away, a place of power and wealth, a world away from the simple life of Umoja. As time went on, Amanda and Obinna grew closer. They found comfort and companionship in each other's company, their shared hardship forging a bond stronger than any they had ever known. Amanda continued to use the calabash, asking questions about her past, about the meaning of the strange symbols, about the secrets of the capital. The calabash revealed snippets of information, fragmented pieces of a puzzle that Amanda was determined to solve. It spoke of a powerful kingdom, a lost princess, and a hidden treasure. It spoke of betrayal and intrigue, of a plot to usurp the throne. One day, the calabash whispered a name, King Adebayo. Amanda's eyes widened. King Adebayo was the ruler of the kingdom, the most powerful man in the land. What could he possibly have to do with her? As she pondered the whispers, Amanda began to notice subtle changes in Obina's behavior. He seemed more thoughtful, more distant. He would often disappear for hours at a time, returning with a look of quiet determination. One evening, as they sat by the fire, Amanda decided to confront him. "Obina," she said, her voice soft, "what is troubling you?" Obina looked at her, his eyes filled with a deep sadness. "Amanda," he said, "I have a secret to tell you." He paused, then continued, "I am not who you think I am. My name is not Obina. I am Prince Odeola." Amanda's jaw dropped. Prince Odeola was the son of King Adebayo, the heir to the throne. But he had been presumed dead, lost in a hunting accident years ago. "But how?" Amanda stammered. "How did you end up here, in Umoja?" "I was betrayed," Odeola explained, his voice filled with bitterness. "My uncle, my father's brother, plotted to kill me and seize the throne. He hired assassins to ambush me during a hunt. I escaped, but I was wounded and lost. I wandered for days, until I collapsed in the forest. A kind villager found me and brought me here. I lost my memory, my identity. I became Obina, the poor woodcarver." Amanda was stunned. She could barely comprehend the magnitude of what she was hearing. "And the calabash," she asked, "how did you find it?" "It was given to me by my mother, the queen," Odeola said. "She told me it was a powerful artifact, a tool for justice. I kept it hidden, hoping one day I would remember its purpose." Adeola's voice was heavy with the weight of his past. "When you found it, Amanda, it was as if a spark ignited within me. The whispers, your questions, they helped me piece together the fragments of my memory." Amanda's mind raced. The pieces of the puzzle were falling into place. "And your uncle," she said, "he is still trying to seize the throne." "Yes," Odeola confirmed. "He has convinced the people that I am dead, and he rules in my father's name. But he is a tyrant, a cruel and unjust ruler. He has plunged the kingdom into chaos." Amanda looked at Odeola, her heart filled with a mixture of awe and determination. "We must return to the capital," she said. "We must expose your uncle and restore you to your rightful place." Odeola nodded, his eyes filled with gratitude. "But how?" he asked. "We are poor, we have no army, no resources." "We have the calabash," Amanda said, holding it up. "And we have each other." They began to plan their journey, drawing on Amanda's knowledge of the forest trails and Adeola's understanding of the kingdom's geography. They packed what little they had, including the calabash, and set off under the cover of darkness, leaving Umoja behind. Their journey was fraught with danger. They traversed treacherous mountains, crossed raging rivers, and evaded the patrols of Adeola's uncle, who had placed a bounty on his head. They faced hunger, thirst, and exhaustion, but they pressed on, driven by their shared purpose. Along the way, they encountered various people, some kind and helpful, others suspicious and hostile. Amanda's storytelling skills proved invaluable, allowing them to gain the trust of wary villagers and gather information about the situation in the capital. One evening, as they camped by a riverbank, they met an old woman named Aya, a wise and respected healer. She listened to their story, her eyes filled with understanding. "The kingdom is in darkness," she said, her voice grave. "The people suffer under the tyrant's rule. But there is hope. The prophecy speaks of a lost prince who will return to restore justice." Amanda and Adeola exchanged a look. "We are the lost prince and his ally," Amanda said. Aya smiled. "Then you must seek the aid of the Whispering Elders," she said. "They are the keepers of the kingdom's history, the guardians of its secrets. They live in a hidden village deep within the mountains." She gave them directions to the village, warning them of the dangers that lay ahead. They thanked her and continued their journey, their hearts filled with renewed hope. The mountains were treacherous, their peaks shrouded in mist, their slopes riddled with hidden pitfalls. They faced fierce storms and encounters with wild animals, but they persevered, guided by Aya's directions. Finally, they reached the hidden village, a peaceful enclave nestled amidst the towering peaks. The Whispering Elders, a group of wise and ancient men and women, welcomed them with open arms. They listened to Adeola's story, their faces filled with sorrow and anger. "The prophecy is true," they said. "The lost prince has returned. We will help you reclaim your throne." The elders revealed the truth about Adeola's uncle's treachery, providing evidence of his crimes and detailing his plans to consolidate his power. They also revealed a hidden passage leading to the royal palace, a secret known only to the elders. With the elders' support, Amanda and Adeola devised a plan. They would use the hidden passage to infiltrate the palace, expose Adeola's uncle, and rally the people to their cause. Under the cover of darkness, they entered the passage, a long and winding tunnel that led deep beneath the palace. They emerged into a secret chamber, hidden behind the tapestry in the royal throne room. The throne room was filled with courtiers and guards, all gathered to witness Adeola's uncle, now calling himself King Zoltar, address the people. He spoke of his wisdom and his benevolence, but his words were hollow, his eyes filled with greed and ambition. Amanda and Adeola stepped out from behind the tapestry, their presence causing a gasp to ripple through the room. "The true king has returned," Amanda declared, her voice ringing out through the hall. Zoltar's face contorted with rage. "You are dead," he screamed, pointing at Adeola. "I saw you fall. You saw your own treachery exposed," Adeola replied, his voice calm and resolute. "I am Prince Adeola, the rightful heir to the throne." The courtiers and guards were in an uproar, unsure of who to believe. Amanda stepped forward, holding up the calabash. "This calabash holds the truth," she said. "It has revealed Zoltar's crimes, his betrayal of his brother, his usurpation of the throne." She whispered a question into the calabash, "Who is the rightful king?" A clear, resonant whisper echoed through the hall, "Adeola." The people, hearing the whisper, began to murmur, their doubts turning into conviction. The Whispering Elders, who had followed Amanda and Adeola through the passage, stepped forward, presenting their evidence of Zoltar's crimes. The guards, seeing the truth, turned against Zoltar, arresting him and his loyalists. The people, their voices filled with joy and relief, cheered for Odeola, their rightful king. Odeola ascended the throne, his heart filled with gratitude and a sense of responsibility. He addressed his people, promising to restore justice and prosperity to the kingdom. He thanked Amanda for her courage, her wisdom, and her unwavering support. "Without you, Amanda," he said, his voice filled with emotion, "I would still be lost, a poor woodcarver in a distant village. You are my savior, my queen." Amanda, her heart overflowing with love and happiness, smiled at Odeola. She had found her purpose, her place in the world. She had found love and belonging in the most unexpected of places. Adeola's reign was marked by peace and prosperity. He restored the kingdom's wealth, rebuilt its infrastructure, and established a council of wise elders to advise him. He never forgot the lessons he had learned in Umoja, the importance of humility, compassion, and respect for all people. He and Amanda ruled together, their love a beacon of hope and unity for the kingdom. They never forgot the calabash of whispers, keeping it as a reminder of the power of truth and the importance of justice. And so, the adopted girl from Umoja, once forced into a loveless marriage, became the queen of a powerful kingdom, her story a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, the power of love, and the magic that lies hidden in the most unexpected places. The tale was told and retold, a reminder that true royalty resides in the heart, and that even the dust-covered thrones can be reclaimed by those with courage and a true heart.